The ruins of Selinus. 1,600 years ago, this ancient city on Sicily's southwest coast was razed to the ground. Old sources talk of war and destruction, but researcher Domenico Macaluso has his doubts. He is particularly interested in the old fort, which was rebuilt in the middle of the 20th century. The pillars that encircled the building and collapsed inwards are an indication for researchers that Selinus was destroyed by an earthquake. All the information points to an epicenter out at sea. Meanwhile, in the Canal of Sicily, volcanologists witness strange phenomena every so often. Gas bubbles are rising from down below, and previously undiscovered underwater volcanoes could be the cause. The scientists' suspicions have been substantiated by events on land.
This is where I found some peculiar stones, some of which can float. They were volcanic stones, pumice stones. 2 days ago there was a minor tremor, and I'm sure there's a connection.
An expedition hopes to prize the secret from the seabed. On board the research vessel Universitatis, Macaluso and his crew set a course for Terrible Bank, a prominent point in the Strait of Sicily. The ship is equipped with the latest sonar equipment, whose reflected sound waves provide the researchers with a detailed image of the seabed. The equipment is so delicate, it is capable of making out the tiniest structures in the sand. The crew of the Universitatis are only a few days through their journey when the onboard measuring instruments suddenly emit a warning. The monitors show a gigantic elevation under the water. Beneath the research vessel is a 400-meter-high volcanic cone with a 30-kilometer diameter. That's the same as Mount Etna. The eruption of such a large underwater volcano could trigger an enormous tsunami. A remote-controlled submarine transmits the first images of the volcano. The summit lies 60 meters beneath the surface, and all around it gas bubbles are rising, an indication that the volcano is still active. The research team are convinced that Selinus must have been destroyed by a similar submarine volcano.
We have definitely found the missing piece of the puzzle. There's a whole series of volcanoes which form part of a large range. Our hunch was right, and we've cracked the riddle, a real triumph.
The results of the research expedition have both solved the mystery behind the destruction of the ancient city of Selinus and provided a warning of future eruptions.